Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's online Speak Out Home practice session. My name is Samantha Allenderry. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project, and I am here to help you establish and maintain a consistent home practice routine. Today is a very special session. We have visitors, Brian and Melissa from Ontario, Canada, that are going to join us. And today we're going to learn about pecan. Have you ever heard of it? That is an abbreviation for a very long name of a disorder that I can barely say. But we are going to learn about it today, and you are going to meet Brian and Melissa. The symptoms can be have some characteristic to Parkinson's, and Brian and Melissa found out about Parkinson Voice Project during the pandemic, and they have been practicing with us for a few years, and they happen to be in town for a conference. So I am just thrilled to meet them in person, and they're going to help us with the counting. So let's all take a sip of water and get started. Oh, first, everybody with intent, say welcome, Brian and Melissa. Ready? Welcome, Brian and Melissa. Now, say it with even more intent. One more time. Ready? Welcome, Brian and Melissa. Very good. All right. By the way, when I smile like that with intent, we need a good shot to put for the recording. So I know it looks a little bit silly, but it helps. Everybody take a sip of water with intent. All right, we're going to start with the Mamie, My Moo Moo. We're going to lift our voices. And let me just tell you that Brian and Melissa are over here to the side. They're sitting in my office, but we're going to do the counting with them. So we'll do these first. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Project your voice forward. Speak out. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Be deliberate. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Is your voice getting warmed up? Sometimes in the morning it won't sound its best, but the more you warm it up, it's an instrument. Your voice is an instrument, and we need to warm it up. Let's take a sip of water. Grab your cup or your glass with intent, and then swallow with intent. The second speak out exercise, the ahs. Deliberately open your mouth wide and speak out. Ready? Ah. Keep it strong and consistent all the way to the end. Let's do it again. Good. We're coordinating the breathing muscles with the vocal folds. We know that they're in sync when we get a nice clear sound. That's how you know things are working the way that they're supposed to. A nice clear sound. Let's do another ah with intent. Ah. Good. Let's do a shorter one. Those shorter ones are easier. Don't you think, Brian and Melissa? Yeah, say that with more intent. Yes, yes. Okay, let's do it. One more short one. Ready? Very good. We've done the warm-ups and the ahs. We're going to do the glides, and then you get to meet Brian and Melissa. By the way, this is not coffee for those of you that are new to the program. I'm sipping on warm water. For you, any water is great. For myself, warm water feels better. Let's do the glides. Let's project an ah forward and then slowly glide up. Try to get as many little notes in there as you can. Ready? Good. Again. These are not easy to do. Again, you know that the respiratory muscles, the vocal folds, everything's in sync when the sound is clear. Let's make it a little bit easier by going just a little bit faster. Ready? The sound is in front of you. Let's do it again. One more, and then we're done with these, with intent. Let's take a sip of water. Before I bring them on, I just want you to see. Let's say it again. Welcome, Brian and Melissa. And we have a wonderful picture here. There they are. They have been practicing with us since 2020. They're wearing their Live with Intent t-shirts. And Brian and Melissa, come on over. We're going to do the counting together. Let's have one of you over here and one of you over here. And they're going to lean down with intent. Lean in. Let's wave. Hi. Yeah. Hello. Let's say hello with more intent. Go
Hello.
ahead. Hello. Very good. We are. How do you like being in Dallas?
It's nice.
It's hot.
It's nice and it's hot. Now, okay, so Melissa, let's hear you say, it's nice with intent.
It's nice.
Good. And how about it's hot, Brian?
It's hot.
This is nothing. You should come in another month. It'll be about 104 degrees. Okay, so we're going to do the counting together. All right? We're going to count to 12. We're going to stop every 3 numbers. Everybody, let's do them together. And I'm sorry, it's like so uncomfortable like this. Yeah, just lean in. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, y'all have got this down after 3 years. You know how to do this perfectly. Brian, scoot in just a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Let's do it again. We don't need the paper. Ready? We're going to speak out over the camera. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Should should we attempt this backwards?
Sure.
Oh, yeah? Say sure with intent.
Sure.
I like that. We'll go a little bit slower. We'll use more intent. Start with 12.
12,
11,
10,
10. Good job. 9, 8, 7,
6,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. Well, it brings me so much joy that y'all have been doing the exercises all the way from Canada, right? You don't have to deal with the hot weather, right?
No.
Say no with intent.
No.
Yeah, there you go. Right. Speak out. Did y'all notice that when he said no with intent? It came out so clear. Let's hear it again, Brian.
No.
I love that. How about you, Melissa? No.
No.
Very good. See, we can understand it. So make sure you're always speaking out. Okay? And let's get a good picture for Lena. Let's lean in and just smile with intent. Everybody at home, smile with us. Ready? Great picture. Okay, well, listen. Marty and all of our patients are in the other room waiting for you. They want you to sing with intent, okay? And I will be in just a moment.
Okay.
And we have a surprise for them, too. Okay, go ahead. Go into singing, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Bye. Thank you. All right, so we are going to learn about pecan. Learn about pecan. Let me show you this. First of all, let's start right here. Everybody read this sentence with intent. Let's learn about pecan. Don't trail off. Ready? Let's learn about pecan. Very good. Next one. Brian and Melissa are in Texas for a conference. We are building strength and endurance while we're learning. Stretch out those vowels and the highlighted word. Ready? Brian and Melissa are in Texas for a conference. Tell me their names with intent. Brian and Melissa. Ready? They practice with us from Blackstock, Ontario. Again. They practice with us from Blackstock, Ontario. No wonder they think it's hot over here. Ready? Brian and Melissa have pecan. Again, Brian and Melissa have pecan. They are twins. And I'm not sure that we can say this, but let's try. So pecan stands for, ready? Pantothenate kinase associated neurodegeneration. Oh my goodness. We know how they came up with pecan. Let's just say associated neurodegeneration with intent. Ready? Associated neurodegeneration. That is right. We're learning about this. Ready? Pecan causes a lot of the same symptoms as Parkinson's. Again, pecan causes a lot of the same symptoms as Parkinson's. So the slow movements, the motor movements, connecting the sounds in a smooth way. It is, the speech characteristics are different from Parkinson's, but they do have some characteristics. Slow and not as smooth. Here we go. Some symptoms are tremors and dystonia. So those are some other symptoms. Read it with more intent, everybody. Some symptoms are tremors and dystonia. Next. There can also be difficulty walking, eating, and talking. Again. There can also be difficulty walking, eating, and talking. Everybody, let's take a sip of water. Did you know that Parkinson Voice Project specializes in treating individuals with Parkinson's and related movement disorders. So it's not just Parkinson's. It's Parkinson's and then people with Parkinson plus disorders, people with essential tremors, and now we notice pecan is also benefiting from it. Brian and Melissa say that their family and friends can understand them better when they speak out, and you could hear the difference too. Let's move on to the cognitive exercise. Brian and Melissa made up the reading, the cognitive exercises. So I want you to name books you have read or would like to read. Say each one with intent. I want you to name one of your favorite books from childhood. What was one of your favorite books to read when you were a child? Say it with intent. I enjoyed reading Charlotte's Web, and I loved reading that with my family. Let's read this with intent. Games you or your family enjoy. So what are some games? Think of board games or other games. Say each one with intent. Next one. Read it with me. Places you have traveled or would like to travel. Go ahead, name some places where you have traveled or you would like to travel. Say each location with intent. I think they came up with some good cognitive activities, so that's good. Let's take a sip of water. No, first we'll do Dr. Boone's words. Each word with intent. Here we go. Gulagangaga. Again. Gulagangaga. And next. Kukamanguka. Kukamanguka. Next one. Gangla. Gangla. And the last one. Kukla. Kukla. Take a sip of water. And by the way, just so that you know, and I understand a lot of Brian and Melissa's friends are watching online. Thank you so much. And thank you for supporting Brian and Melissa and reminding them to speak out when you don't hear their best voice. The gift we are giving them, we have a glass that they can drink out of, their water, and it has Texas on it and different locations in Texas. And we couldn't let them leave Dallas without giving them some honey from Allendale Honey Farm. So for those of you that might be new, my husband is a software engineer gone beekeeper after our kids got out of college. So we're giving them some honey too. All right. We are going to do the bonus reading and we'll learn a little bit more about Ontario. And let's read with intent. This is more challenging than the other reading. If you get behind, for example, if you rush your speech or you get off, you can always catch up at the highlighted words. Let's read with intent. Ontario is the second largest province of Canada in area after Quebec. It occupies the strip of the Canadian mainland lying between Hudson and James Bays to the north and the St. Lawrence River, Great Lakes chain to the south. I want to start over. So this really is a challenging bonus reading. I want you to think about being deliberate. Every syllable with intent. Let's do it again. More energy. Ready? Ontario is the second largest province of Canada in area after Quebec. It occupies the strip of the Canadian mainland lying between Hudson and James Bays to the north and the St. Lawrence River Great Lakes chain to the south. Are you speaking out? Let's keep going. It is bordered to the east by the province of Quebec, to the south by the United States, and to the west by the province of Manitoba. The most populous Canadian province, Ontario, is home to more than 1/3 of Canada's total population. Download today's reading material. Take what you learned during this session and practice, practice, practice in order to get conversation at its best. To be able to speak out in regular conversation, the reading has to be wonderful. So work really hard on the reading and the conversation will get better. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you to all of Brian and Melissa's friends that are joining us from Canada. And thank you for letting me honor these two wonderful young adults who are living with Pecan and are working with intent. They've been practicing with us for 3 years, and I'm so proud of them, and I'm so glad I got to meet them in person. Have a great day. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye-bye.